Hello learners, myself Swati Yadav, Assistant Professor from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Pharmacy Institute. Today I will deliver the lecture of Pharmaceutical Jurisprudence, that code is BP 505T. The lecture number is 9, that consists in Unit 2 of Drug and Cosmetic Act. So, today we will discuss about the detailed study of Schedule M, that means good manufacturing practices. Schedule M is, you can say, a good manufacturing practices for pharmaceuticals that should all have to be followed while constructing the manufacturing unit in India. You can say GMP, you can say it is a part of quality assurance which assures that the product which we are preparing in pharmaceutical industries have quality standard for the intended use. So, let us discuss the objective of good manufacturing practices, why it requires. So, good manufacturing is a part of quality assurance which ensures the manufacturer that whatever the procedure, whatever the premises, factories they are using while manufacturing of any product having a quality standard according to Drug and Cosmetic Act. Okay. So, a good manufacturing practice is having an objective. What is the objective? To use the standard procedures and to use the principles which when followed by manufacturer of therapeutic goods help and ensures that the product manufactured will have the required quality. So, our main objective of good manufacturing practices is to manufacture the product of quality standard. Okay. So, Schedule M having 3 parts, that is Schedule M, as we all knows, it is GMP, or you can say good manufacturing practices for building, premises, factories, material and equipments. And Schedule M having 3 types, M1, M2 and M3, whereas M1 is the requirement of factory for the manufacturing of homeopathic medicines. Okay. M1 is used for manufacturing of homeopathic medicines, whereas M2 is for cosmetics and M3 is the requirement of factory for the manufacture or for the preparation of medical devices. Okay. So, हमें पता लग गया कि शेड्यूल M 3 पार्ट होते हैं उनके M1, M2 and M3. And as we all know कि Drug and Cosmetic Act was followed in 1940, but GMP regulation were introduced in the form of amended Schedule M in 1988. You can see there is huge difference in the duration. So, let us discuss about the introduction part of Schedule M. Schedule M has been again amended in a major way by Drug and Cosmetic. You can say it is the 8th amendment of DNC rule in 2001 which is effective on 11th December 2001. The main objective of amendment of this 2001 is to each licensee shall evolve appropriate methodology, systems and procedures which shall be documented and maintained for future, for inspection and for maintained for reference. The manufacturing premises shall be used exclusively for the production of drugs and not for any other manufacturings. So, good manufacturing practices having 2 parts. So, here we will discuss about part 1. Part 1 consists good manufacturing practices for premises and for materials. What are the general requirement for setting the pharmaceutical industries. So, here we have discussion about various general requirement which is needed for smoothly running of pharmaceutical industries. Okay. So, point 1, and it is utmost important point while setting the pharmaceutical industry, that is location and surrounding. Location and surrounding is very most important point which we have to be noted while running the factory. So, the factory shall be located in a hygienic condition, in a hygienic place, should be free from decomposed areas and should be free from pollution or pollutants. It shall be located in such place where there should be no any open sewage, there should be no any drainage system, or you can say other factories which produces pollution. Okay. So, the location which we will choose for setting the pharmaceutical industry should be free from sewage, drainage and some other factories which produces pollution. Okay. So, next point, next general requirement for GMP is building and premises. The building used for factory shall be constructed according to the Factory Act 1948. So, the building used for factory for the purpose of manufacture shall be constructed at permit production under hygienic condition, as I told you. What are the conditions? Number 1, the part of building used for manufacture should not be used as a sleeping place, and the height of wall of manufacturing premises shall up to 6 feet and shall be smooth, waterproof and clean. So, while making building premises, we should take care of these things. That means ki the wall should be of 6 feet, should be smooth, waterproof, so that the walls can be washed on daily basis. Okay. The flooring shall be smooth, washable and shall not permit retention or accumulation of any kind of dust particles, and the wall shall be avoided of crack and holes. There should not be any kind of crack and holes. If there will be any crack and holes, the dust will automatically get accumulated and will be not clean by washing. Okay. So, next our general requirement is water system. There shall be a validated system for treatment of water so as to produce purified water conforming to IP specification, that is Indian Pharmacopoeia specification. Water system, here we in pharmaceutical industry potable water and purified water are prepared. Okay. Water shall be stored in tank which do not adversely affect quality of water and ensure freedom from microbiological growth. The tank shall be cleaned periodically and record should be maintained for future inspection and for reference. Only purified water shall be used for all operations. However, potable water may be used for washing and cleaning operations. Okay. So, next our general requirement for good manufacturing practices according to DNC Act is disposable of waste. Whatever the waste materials is going to be collected on daily basis in pharmaceutical industries, where we have to dump, where we have to throw such kind of waste, we should keep in our mind while starting the manufacturing company. The disposal of sewage and effluents, you can say solid, liquid and gas particle from the manufacturing shall be done in accordance with the requirement of Environment Pollution Control Board. So, all biomedical waste shall be destroyed as per the provision of Biomedical Waste Management and Handling Rule 1996. For more precaution shall be taken for storage and disposal of rejected drugs. The record should be also maintained for disposal of waste, and there shall be a separate provision, separate principle or procedure for the proper and safe storage of waste material. That also include hazardous, toxic substances, flammable material in accordance with central and state legislation. So, next our requirement is warehousing. Warehousing is also a general requirement of good manufacturing practices. While running the manufacturing unit, we must take care of our warehouse where we are storing our drug samples and different equipments and apparatuses. So, adequate area shall be designed and provided with proper rack, bins and platform for storage. Condition of temperature and humidity should be made available as necessary. So, as we all know ki warehousing area is basically used for storing the drugs and storing the different ingredients which is used while running the manufacturing unit. So, and at that place temperature and humidity should be made available as necessary. So, for for maintaining the temperature and humidity, the air handling units AHUs should be applied there. Air handling units should be there to maintain the temperature and humidity. So, it depends upon the area how many air handling units will be used there. Warehousing area shall be designed and adapted to ensure good storage condition, and they shall be clean, dry and maintained with acceptable temperature limits, with special storage conditions where we have to take care of temperature and humidity, and shall be recorded and monitored on time to time. Good manufacturing practices having also some concern about the storage area which have an appropriate housekeeping and rodent pest and vermin control procedures. The record shall also be maintained for proper rack, bins, platform shall be provided for storage of materials. Receiving and dispatch bays shall protect material and products from adverse weather conditions, where quarantine status is ensured by warehousing in separate air-marked area in same warehouse or store, where the area shall be clearly differentiated categorically. Okay. So, any system replacing the physical quarantine shall give equivalent assurance of segregation. So, here only we are talking about the warehousing system which is required by good manufacturing practices according to Schedule M. Access to these areas shall be restricted to authorized person only. There shall be a separate sampling area in warehousing for active raw material and excipients. So, when the company or when the manufacturing industries buy the product, or you can say buy the raw material and excipient, so before using raw material and excipients, the identification test and sampling is done for their purity and for identification. The sampling shall be conducted in such area which is free from contamination, cross contamination and mix up. If there will be cross contamination, so we are not able to identify the sample and raw material. Storage of rejected, recalled and returned material or product shall be done separately. Access to such area and material shall be restricted, those where the rejected and recalled or retained materials are stored. There shall be a separate safe and secure area for certain highly hazardous, poisonous and explosive materials such as narcotic, psychotropic drugs. So, as we all know, narcotic and psychotropic substances are being used for drug abuse and drug addiction. So, while storing narcotic and psychotropic substances or drugs, we must take care and have a separate safe and secure area. Okay. Sufficient fire protection measure shall be provided in conformity with the rule of concerned civic authority. So, next our general requirement is production area. We have discussed about water system, disposable waste, location, layout of factory, warehousing. So, now where the manufacturing will be run, that particular area we should also take care of that particular area. The production area shall be designed to allow the production preferably in uniflow, or you can say ki it must be free from cross contamination. The area should be designed as such ki cross contamination should be minimized there, and working and in process space shall be adequate to permit orderly and logically positioning of equipment and material, and movement of personnel to avoid cross contamination. So, these all points which we have to take in our mind while constructing the production area. Pipe work, ventilation, opening and similar service lines shall be designed, fixed and constructed to avoid creation of recesses. Service lines shall preferably be identified by colors, and the nature of the supply and direction of the flow shall be indicated. So, next our requirement is ancillary areas. This area is basically for resting and refreshment of the employees, those who are working there, facilities for changing, storing clothes and for washing and toilet purposes. There shall be written instructions for cleaning and disinfection for the particular area. Maintenance workshop shall be separate and away from production areas. Area housing animal shall be isolated from other areas. Okay. So, this is the plan, or you can say these are the criteria which we should keep in our mind while designing the production area. So, next is our quality control area. This is the, you can say, a backbone of company where the samples are going to be testing, where the final product, intermediate products are going to be testing. So, this area, while preparing or while setting this area, we should be very aware about some kind of points. You can say the laboratory shall be independent of the production area. The quality control area shall be independent from the production area and divided into separate section for physico-chemical, biological, microbiological and radioisotope analysis. Okay. So, arrangements like air locks and laminar air flow station shall be provided. Sufficient and suitable storage shall be provided for test sample, retained sample reference standards. So, now as we will discuss about the personnels and the employees, those who are working there. The manufacturing or testing shall be conducted only and only under the direct supervision of competent technical staff, and heads of the quality control laboratory shall be independent of manufacturing unit. Personnels or employees, those who are working for quality assurance and quality control operations, shall be suitably qualified and experienced. The license shall ensure that all personnel in the production area or into quality control laboratory shall receive continuous trainings in the field of operation and manufacturing in pharmaceutical industries. So, apart from, you can say, a personnel, we should also take care of about their health, clothing and sanitation of workers. All engaged in manufacturing operation shall observe high level of personal hygiene. They should maintain personal hygiene, as we all know ki every type of pharmaceutical products are going to be prepared in industry. You can say liquid dosage form, solid dosage form, sterile products, or and so many on. All personnel shall undergo medical examination prior to employment and should be free from any communicable diseases. Okay, personnel involved in manufacturing should be rotated in different section as a health safeguard. Suppose anyone is working in powder section, so the particular person, those who are working in powder section may be infected, maybe their lungs can be infected, so the particular personnel should be rotated in some another section also to maintain their health. Personnel must ensure that the contact with RM, intermediates, finished or unpacked product must be avoided with unprotected hand, and all personnel must be provided with clean body covering. Manufacturing operation and controls. For running the operation, for running the manufacturing, the other technical staffs are also required there for running the machines, for running the equipments of the company. All manufacturing operations shall be carried out under the supervision of approved technical or authorized technical staffs. Trained personnels should be involved and should be work under the direct supervision of technical staffs to perform each critical steps which are involved while processing the manufacturing. Suppose selecting the drug, weighing the drug, measuring of raw material addition during various stages. So all the trained personnel should be do their work under the direct supervision of technical staffs. Product not prepared under aseptic conditions are required to be free from pathogens like Salmonella, E. coli. These are the, you can say, bacteria, or you can say gram negative bacteria. All proper record and standard operating procedure should be maintained to avoid mix up and cross contaminations. Sanitation in manufacturing premises. The whole premises should be sanitized, you can say on daily basis or on quarterly. Okay, the whole document should be maintained while sanitization is done. The manufacturing premises should be cleaned and maintained in orderly manner, should be free from accumulated waste, dust and debris or filthy materials. A routine sanitation process program shall be observed and done. The raw materials which we are used shall be keep in an inventory control, and upcoming materials shall be quarantined in the receipt or processing. All material should be stored in an appropriate condition, and incoming material shall be checked to ensure that the consignment corresponds to order place also. So, as we all know, personnel from quality control department shall examine each consignment of receipt and shall check each container for integrity of package and seal. So, if a single delivery of material is made up of different batches, each batch shall be considered as a separate batch for sampling and testing and release. Okay. So, we have discussion here about the good manufacturing practices for premises and material. So, the half portion of this good manufacturing practices for premises and material we will study in next lecture, that is lecture number 10. Here we had discussion about the introduction part of schedule M. What are the schedule M, M1, M2, M3, and what are the general requirements which we have to follow while running the pharmaceutical industries. Okay. We had discussion here about the location and surroundings, building and premises, water system, disposable of waste, okay, preparation of production area, warehousing areas. So, production area, as I told you, should be designed to allow the production preferably only in uniflow motion, in uniflow direction, or you can say the particular area should be free from cross contamination also. Apart from production, ancillary areas should be also noted by GMP, that the particular area is the rest and refreshment room, and apart from ancillary areas, the quality control area shall be independently designed from the production area and divided into separate sections also. Okay. after quality control you can say area, the personnel those who are involved for manufacturing of pharmaceutical products should conduct the manufacturing or testing under the direct supervision of competent technical staffs. Okay. So, apart from you can say personnel, their health, clothing and sanitation should also be take care by the company, and the manufacturing operators and the controllers, those who are involved should be you can say trained and should work directly under the supervision of approved technical staffs. Okay. So, here we have taken the reference forensic pharmacy and textbook of forensic pharmacy by B. M. Mittal. Thank you so much.